standing in the General Assembly Hall where world leaders give these speeches is kind of insane. I just picked up my UN pass. This badge means I can walk through those big blue doors at the United Nations as Australia's youth delegate.
That's Satara, a 22-year-old in New York at the UN General Assembly, where 193 nations get together to discuss global matters, as well as other matters.
These are the two things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter.
And after almost a year of travelling around Australia chatting to young people, she's now at the UN to tell them what she found.
So I think when you stand up there in that hall of like world leaders, you feel a bit of responsibility, to like bring those stories into the light. The other thing I spoke about is youth detention and the criminal age of responsibility. So I think talking about things like that and how Australia could do better, but how the world can also do better.
Satara says something that stood out to her was remembering the very real problems that existed outside the UN that are being discussed inside.
At least for me, on a personal note, having gone around the country, it's really tricky to ignore the distance between sometimes what's happening inside the halls of the UN and what's happening outside.
She's excited to bring back how things went to the young Aussies she spoke to, but is worried about a lot of the work UN does for young people around the world, which is being scaled back as the US is pulling some of its funding.
I think what's really sad about that is that I've been speaking and meeting with organisations that are doing such good work, organisations like UNHCR that support refugees. And so many workers in these organisations are feeling the brunt of that funding slash. And that means that they can't actually deliver the programs that they want to. So I think it's really important to make sure that this is a visible issue and that people should know about it.